Hi, it's Karen.
And Tim.
Welcome to another evening of chatting over cards.
From Stamping on the Back Porch, if you didn't know.
This is always just kind of a fun, relaxing little thing to do because, I could look at the same cards over and over and over and notice different things. I think it is just
Me too.
so fun to have an amazing card collection.
It is.
And Tim, what have you been doing today?
What have I been doing?
It's a subtle hint,
goodness.
And he's a little slow in the pickup. If you can't remember it, we actually had a couple of people come over and help him label those catalogs.
Label them in the back with Karen's pertinent information.
Good. Yes. And they are the first big batch will be going out in the mail on Wednesday. So we're getting them all labeled and all put in. If you have placed an order from us by tomorrow evening, tomorrow there's a big clearance rack update. So it's going to be a great sales day. You will get the card kit of the month right in with your catalog. Otherwise, that'll come at a later time. But that's just kind of fun because you get it all together. And the card kit, by the way, is using all the new in colors. Isn't that fun? This is one of the 3 cards that you get in the card kit from me. That's my gift to you. And I think it's really fun. So this is the one that I saw that I could grab. So I had to think of things where we could use the in colors, but not too much of it because I could order 2 packs of paper. So we're making beautiful flower cards. So that is pretty fun.
It is.
So by the way, we better say this is the host code. We'll just put that up. And it is from Rebecca Sadowski, because Karen needs 3 of you to cut 6-inch papers. And that's my lead in. Paper shares are coming. So watch, that's in the newsletter. And that's going to be updated and I think out ready tomorrow. Great way to get your hand on a little of everything. It's also perfect for
And mine, because Karen needs.
Because Karen needs.
That's what I want to do.
Because Karen needs 3 of what? You might, I don't know. And actually, Tim needed 2 people today to help him with these catalogs. So if you, I just messed up our thing.
Yes.
If you have made a purchase with us in the last 6 months, you are automatically getting one. Yours is in the pile. If not, and you are not currently working with another demonstrator, just go to KarenTitus.com. There's a thing across the top, free catalogs. Put your info in. Tim would love to send you
Tim
one.
would.
And then the other quick announcement, I can't believe it. It's already All Good Cards Club because we went a month late last month. All of a sudden, it's already this weekend, Friday night and Saturday. There's still time to join us. We're doing some, diamond folds. Look at this cute little fun card. And then we're doing one like this. It's a little stand-up card that just kind of sits like that. And then we're also doing bay window cards. It's only $15 to join us in the All Good Cards Club, and we meet 3 times on the weekend. You have access to the videos forever. On Wednesday, I will put up in the group what supplies to have ready. I think the beauty of the classes are we all just use what we have at home. So this is just about, doesn't need to be stamping up, whatever you have, because then we all get to share our ideas using the same layouts and the same fun folds. And I just think it's so fun to see what everyone does. So I will put a link to that up afterwards.
And since we're talking crafts.
Tim has a show and tell.
I have a show and tell. One of our grandkids, when they were here for Thanksgiving, made a beautiful blue ball. Now, underneath it is another ball, but they took our duct tape that's blue and just wrapped it completely. I just love it.
So he's going to keep it that way. And
I'm going to keep it that way.
We are kind of minimalistic grandparents. We have a few toys that our kids had when they were young. Like we have the Legos that our son had when he was 12. And we just have a little basket of toys from that. And then beyond that, we have lots and lots of tape. So they make soccer fields on the carpet, and then they switch and they make obstacle courses on the carpet, and they decorate all the chairs on the carpet. But some tape and some balls, and that's what you get. And then of course they have my craft room. They have access to that. That's all out. They can come in and pull out what they want and work. But I really like that. We'll just kind of be remembered for that. That's what you do at our house. So they create their own entertainment.
two little kids rocking chairs for like toddlers.
Yeah.
And they're completely, all the wood is covered with blue.
I can't get rid of them because I keep taking the tape off when they come back. They have it all. So they're like party chairs. Rebecca, that is so sweet. She says the classes are so fun. The All Good Cards classes with all the camaraderie. Oh, that's such a sweet comment. And I love that. So wonderful, everyone. Okay. So it'll be fun. So I thought tonight we would, what we're going to look at, I'm going to switch down here. I thought we're kind of at the end of that time, waiting for the new catalog. I'm going to have so many new things to show shortly.
Short.
Next week, I'm going to share
in the
more
next 10 minutes. So.
discontinued things out of the small catalog. But tonight I thought, you know what? Basically all of the designer series paper discontinues, in good taste, continued. But I think whichever catalog they're from, they're coming to an end. So if you're curious and wondering if there's anything you need, let's focus on this tonight. So I will switch to this. And we're just going to look at some fun cards. This is Lynn Feldkamp. Okay, the Pets designer series paper. Now there is a die and this cuts out. So part of the paper is also a die cut that you can do, but you can also fussy cut. But this is part of the paper. I think that is just, and this dog was actually, did you know, Tim, this was patterned after?
Yes.
After
Sarah's.
Sarah from Stampin' Up, their family dog. It's kind of the model for this, and the paper, how cute is that? And the little trinkets. And I think, always in your heart, so sorry for your loss. I think that is just a beautiful card. I love the red, black, and gray, love the occasion, but I just think it's the paper that does that card. Other than the words, there's no stamping. I think that is just so fun. And here is the same dog again. This was a card from one of the Fun Folds Thursdays we did, where we did a whole bunch of things out of one.
What's that technique called? What's this called?
That's a belly band.
Belly band.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a video where we did this on, I don't know, 12 or 15. I don't even know how many cards, but lots of different cards. It's just, I love this layout. It can stand up too, but it just is an accordion fold like that. And it just shows off the paper.
Did you see who it's from?
I love that. Linda, that's a great question. She's wondering about purchasing 1 month of Paper Pumpkin, or do you have to sign up for all? No, you have a choice. You can sign up for 1 month. And if you need help with that, just shoot me a message.
No name.
Or you can do it, and you can also do an ongoing and then just stop after 1 month, or skip a month if you are going to be gone, or if you just think that isn't. Oh, I made this one. That's why there's no name on it. Oh my goodness! Are you impressed, Tim?
I am impressed.
Why didn't you pick my card then? Because he didn't pick it. He didn't know.
There's no name. I can't. I've got to recognize somebody's head.
Oh, yeah, that totally fits Tim. Now this is cool, and I made one similar to this too. But this is one. Let's see. Is this one that? Oh, I got a similar one from somebody. I was going to show theirs because it's very similar. But look, here's another one from that day. But aren't they just fun?
They are nice.
I absolutely love.
And you made that too?
I made that too.
How did you get those fish 15. To swim in a circle?
I know, isn't that great?
That is.
Just there's a lot of detail there.
A lot of detail. But
this is
fussy print.
Such a great layout for showing designer series paper that I just love it. Marilyn says, "Oh man, I just got here. Guess I'll have to start over to catch
up." Do you think you could take something and make stuff coming out of its spout?
I think that would be a good job for you, Tim. I think when you want to kind of embellish.
Yes, I can do that.
And this whale, I want to mention again too, this whale, there's a punch with it and it's just punched out. It's the paper again. It's the same paper, just like the dogs. And that's what I did, a whole series of cards like that. I just love it when you can pull things out of the paper. So this paper, both of these can really stand alone. I think it's just pretty fun. Okay, and Rebecca said she just whistled at those fish. I don't get what I get. Oh, that's interesting. Karen is watching in the barn because she's got horses to eat. My goodness, barns are different from when you grew up, Tim. She's got a TV in the barn and watching us. That's pretty hilarious. That's pretty.
We did
fun.
have lights in the barn.
Okay, and look at this card. So this pops up in the middle. This is by Tree Westerman. And, this is, like fancy cards in the old days. I always still think of this kind of like a watermark when you have that fancy soft background and then you put your words over this. But isn't that fun that pops up in the middle? And again, it's really showing off the paper. I think that's really fun. These two match, those two
and a nice,
don't.
A nice ribbon.
I meant to show this one with the dog card, but when I asked him to go through his cards, he doesn't keep them in order. I start with an order, but
No.
this is an Ann Clemmer card, but I needed to show this because the dog punch is leaving. And sometimes you just want to be reminded. I mean, a dog just punching out the dog, the cat one is staying. I don't really understand why, but
they voted and cats won.
I don't know, but a best friend leaves a paw print on your card. I just think that makes such a great sympathy card like that and a little heart. So I just wanted to point that out because I think that is just really cool.
I have trouble reading, and so does Karen. Karen just like the last 3 words just dropped off.
It's contagious.
You couldn't even hear what she was saying.
So Marilyn says TV in the barn. Her uncle's barn in the 60s didn't even have running water. Yeah, then that would have been, you wouldn't have had running water either. No. So isn't that fun to just think about how times have changed? And I'm just going to show these. The hydrangea's staying, thankfully, but the paper, will be leaving. And I just thought, I just think those papers are so lovely. Aren't they pretty? Yeah. And these actually use the same papers. This one is all put on one card. This one flips up like that. So this card is Ruth Bingle, and this card is Claudia Bradley. And I loved him because don't you think they're similar and yet different?
Oh, yes, they are.
But that's gorgeous paper, gorgeous colors. So very fun. Yeah. Oh, the whale stamps has a spout, Jan says. Tim, so you could stamp it and then fussy cut it out and put it on. Do you want to do that?
I would.
Tim's not much of a fussy cutter. So.
I would try.
Okay.
Karen, you make me smile.
Okay. And then next, going to look at the sand and sea. Now, some of these are from the thin catalog, and so they're available a month longer. But once the list comes out, paper's only there while it's there. So I always like to show, I just think a couple of things here I wanted to point out. Well, this is a fun fold on this card. Isn't that fun? It's just a little different. Instead of, I've often done these going this way. Isn't that fun, going that way?
It is.
And then that sits right there. This is Karen Braxton. And this one is Lynn Feldkamp. We're showing a couple of hers tonight. One of the things I want to point out in this paper pack, my favorite sheet of paper is this one. And of course, you get a couple of them. And these you can fussy cut out. They're so easy. So I just wanted to point out that this comes from that paper.
Wow.
And I made so many cards out of cutting this. I said, anyway, it is just beautiful. So love that.
So there was a gaping hole, and she covered it up with that.
Yeah. Gail says her dad had country music on the radio in the barn. Is that what your dad did? No.
WCCO AM, and that's a Minneapolis station.
Was it like news all day, or what did he listen to all day? A lot of talk.
Yeah, it wasn't much music.
Okay. Tim would have had music on if it were up to him.
Country Western.
That's right.
Country and Western.
Okay, let's see if there's any other rhyme or reason to any of these others.
To the fact that I did not rearrange any song. I didn't.
He's not taking any responsibility. Okay, it was my bad. What can we say?
You're bad.
Maybe I'm not as organized as I like to think I am. Okay, both of these are the same paper again as this. So look at all of these cards. Isn't that a fun variety? Ooh. And they're all really highlighting the paper. This was another fold we did on a Thursday. So we did a whole bunch of these. So it's one side there, another paper here, and then your accent. And it's a standard Z-fold card.
Very nice.
And this one I just like because, this just really shows it's doing the major part of the work and then just another strip of other coordinating paper across. And this is Sandy Carlson. So I thought,
who'd you say?
I did that one.
Okay.
But I just think I love cards where you can let the paper do the work. So that is really fun. Oh, Renee said CCO 830. Her dad listened to them all the time. That was kind of the Midwest.
Those just about look like cotton balls, but they're not.
Yeah, but they do, don't they? Okay. And then we're going to do 3. Okay. You can't get, this paper is really stunning.
It is.
The stamp set will be continuing. That's on for several of these, but the paper doesn't continue.
What?
And here's another one.
I don't know.
I know, but the other, look at this paper. There has ice cream cones. There are different styles of cones. Another one has like popsicles. All of these, this is the paper too. Those are punched out with the punch. This is from the paper. I think this is just kind of amazing because, you know, you just take the paper and ideally the punch to go with it, but you can just punch the paper. So that would be on my list if I didn't already own them. So now we'll see who made these cards. Marianne Grimmer. And you'll notice how she added a couple little strips across the top.
Festive.
And all these cones, that's from the paper too. These cones right here. This is from the stamp. So, but these are just from the paper. This one, Treat Yourself, is from Marcia Gay. This one, You're So Cool, is from Sue Nurnberger.
Let's talk about that bling.
Oh yeah, and these will be gone too. This is what we've been putting in. We've made a lot of shaker cards. We made those on our retreat, but they're perfect with shaker cards. This is an overachiever to be willing to put those little teeny things on with glue. Oh, Diana had CCO in the barn too. All your Midwestern people that was just a Midwestern station,
it was
right?
from Minneapolis.
So that would be.
It was
I don't know how far it reached, so that's interesting.
Channel. I don't know.
So it's a real Midwest thing, and Connie's saying when they'd go to the state fair, they'd always go to the CCO booth. Tim. Tim would go hang out there. He would open the fair and close it out and go watch places like that just as much as he could.
Morgan Mondane and anyway, there was a couple of people like Morgan Mondane who never came to the fair because it was actually Steve Cannon's voices.
Oh, see, and I didn't even get that. So you have to be the old timers here.
Never show up at the fair, which was.
Rebecca says you get CCO in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah,
and Jackie says that she's in Geneva, Illinois area. She said they listen to WGSB, where good sounds begin. Ooh, I love that. They'd listen to that hoping for a snow day announcement. Okay, yeah, that's true. But isn't it funny? You know, it's kind of like the sounds of your childhood from the radio, which is kind of a separate thing from there's also the music from your childhood. Sometimes they're the same, but it's also interesting, some of that kind of radio and kind of the family time
theme
around the radio.
Because we talked about the Chicken Man.
Yes, that's true. And then I have a handful more here. This paper too has been so popular from the beginning. And I have forgotten the name of this one, but you guys will know it. But again, the paper's doing the work. We have the words here, but I love how it's cut off the side. And then we have a fun little panel there. This is Carol Garrison.
And did you say that was run through a folder?
That went through a folder.
Yep.
But another really cool layout.
And again, a small space to write.
Yeah. And then we like that.
And the nice thing is that it actually is hidden underneath. You know, you could if I made it, I'd probably have white sticking out, but
yeah, that's great. Another Amy Story card. I think we've shown a couple of hers tonight. Kind of the strip card theme. And I love that with those fun papers, the playful patterns or whatever it is. Isn't that fun? Just 3. And then she's got her words and her little, and she's got those little dollops, little dollops of stickers or whatever there. But I think you forever Fern. Thank you, Shar. I said it's just there. Kathy says they could only get CCO at night because they were in the Long Prairie and they had their own station, KEYL. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, throwback fun. And this is a card by Terry Gaines. Another one, just great ideas for showcasing the paper. And this is the little flip over. And I really like that paper too. So, you know, are there any papers you see here that you just...
Since we're being nostalgic, do you remember the test pattern? Like at 11 o'clock at night, the TV station would go off. And then there'd be a test pattern that would just show up, and it would be until like 6 in the morning. There wouldn't be anything.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
So that's when your parents enforce going to bed or something.
Yeah.
And the well-suited paper. Oh, for masculine cards, I love stripes and all this. Isn't that pretty? This is Tammy Nelson.
I like that.
And again, I love this layout. I think it's just, and these stitched shapes are going away. If you don't have those, they've been my most used. I actually have a whole bin full of those because I have them all made ahead. Oh dear. Now I'm passing them out to friends and using them on all my old stuff because I thought now I can't use them. They're just my favorite go-to. But I think that is just really fun. And so I love that one paper going there and then a square one going there.
And it's phonetic.
Robin says they played the Star Spangled Banner before they signed off at midnight, wherever she was. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Can I share my joke?
I don't know
it's
if you
phonetic.
can.
It's phonetic. Happy. You know,
Okay, we'll pretend I got it. and then the last one I have to share is Rhonda Bassler. And just showing the fine arts paper. I mean, that paper is leaving, and this acetate that is just really stunning. To
so
go
that's
with that is just
stamped
beautiful.
acetate, or that comes that way?
It comes that way.
That
And it's gold on one side and silver on the other. So you can pick the one that you want. And it just adds so much to cards. This has just been gorgeous paper.
Is that gold or silver?
That one's a little gold in it. So I think that's why I see it. And she's kind of got the gold theme going on.
That is nice.
And you'd switch to like grays and do something if you wanted the silver. So I think that's really fun. And I saved this one for last because Tim actually picked one. He picked 2 cards. One of the cards uses the same stamp set. And he actually had trouble choosing between these 2. So Letitia Dinkle.
Look at that.
And I think, and again, it's showing the lovely papers. I think that is just really,
that is beautiful.
Really fun. So lovely cards. And then his last one.
And a spare string kind of running all the way through.
Oh, I have to laugh at Renee's comment. She remembers as a kid getting up to watch cartoons before the station was on and the test pattern was still on. Yes, you kind of would tell time by that. I think that's great.
She thought the test pattern was a cartoon?
No, but she thought it was cartoon. And then you get on and wait. You watch that test pattern and wait so you don't miss the beginning. Yeah, it's like you guys coming on here and just waiting for us to begin. Okay, who's your last card?
Someone near and dear to us, Holly Sutton.
This is her other card. And this is the Dandy Garden. The set and the Dragonfly Punch, they'll be staying, but not the paper. And you know, this paper has pages like this that go with the punch. So it is another, oh my goodness, it's another one that I would want just because it's just so perfect for that. And that's a fun layout too. So do you notice how she's highlighting 2 of the papers in the set? And it overlaps a little. So,
and what I would do,
folds,
because I'm kind of a detailed person, I would paint those, and I'd like yellow. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if you're such a detail person. Then I think you're kind of a maximalist or something, because you're going to color in everything.
Obnoxious person. Is what I am.
I love the simple. Well, thanks, guys, for spending
I love
this
the
little
simple.
time.
She was referring to her husband as simple.
But thank you for spending this time with us. And we'll see you on Thursday. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something fun.
While I go around and turn off the computer, why don't you just read some more comments?
And Tim is going to have fun sending out all these catalogs, so let's keep him busy.
I am.
We will keep that going. That is just good. I will put a link to the whale card with those. Yes, that would be a lot easier than telling you what that is. So watch for this right afterwards. I'll put a link to the blog post that has all the measurements. Thanks, everyone. See you on Thursday.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I guess I ended. It's not a matter of you getting up.
No, it's not.